Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting and everything and amazing Propagandacast with me, your host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda of here to everything and amazing 2v2 on Campbells Convoy. That one convoy where so much soup was tragically lost. On the west stands Focus and, well, UncleSlam there. Here we go. Fighting here for a combined British-American force here with the 1st Armoured, supported by elements of the 8th Infantry Division. And I'm going to actually remember a bit further time here to set up this unique team colours. But here we go, holding the line here. So Germans race forwards here under Rommel's command here with enemy and BlueS here forming up for the 21st Panzer Division, 6th and 7th Panzergrenadier companies respectively here. We got Rifleman Scouts there for Mr. Focus here, as it goes for an armoured start here. Meanwhile, we got a Vickers sapper start here from UncleSlam. Meanwhile, Pioneers, they're heading out for BlueS Kettenkreuz for both German players as they quickly set out here. Pioniere und Grenadiere with a Maschinengewehr team as well here. We got the Jeep, they're pushing northwards, and further north here, Scouts also busy. So far, very quiet opening. As always, a big hearty thanks to my patrons for the continued and generous support of the Propagandacast, bankrolling the war effort here, and I'm going to keep making all these wonderful videos, so big thanks to those. Other people can join the ranks by Patreon, they can just donate by PayPal, links in the description. Another thanks to all the people who keep liking, commenting on videos, helps out immensely with getting the videos to as many people as possible. Up north here, the Pioneers Grenadiers having the first shots here, Scouts there. Definitely found themselves scouting out some German attackers. Meanwhile, Jeep bypassing the main German line here, sweeping up between here. Enemy and BlueS were going for the fuel point there. Jeep Kettenkreuz combo here, grabbing in the center. And we got the Kettenkreuz pushing on northwards here as the scouts are forced away here. Jeep Kettenkreuz machine combo going for the Jeep now, but the fuel point has been neutral here. Bow play there by Focus, but it's paying off in the south. UncleSlam advances. Sappers there being catching the Pioneer, forcing here BlueS to withdraw from the south. Jeep Nemo keeps the pressure, second machine gun this time the enemy, going to catch the Jeep here. And Grenadiers from the other side here. Do any Panther files yet? I don't think so. So that Jeep should be able to escape here. Should be able to escape here. Right, pushing forwards. Second round squad out there for Focus, and over to UncleSlam with a mortar section. Vickers sapper start here, no battle group yet here for him. Rifle pushing onwards, Kettenkreuz withdrawing to the other Kettenkreuz. Guten Tag, mein Kettenkreuz Freund. How goes? Well, Kettenkreuz Freund, things could be better. We could have weapons. Grenadiers here versus the Vickers. The Vickers are unsurprisingly having the upper hand here. Second machine team up for BlueS here. Trying to catch a section. We got 2 machine guns bearing down upon the section. That is a lot of firepower. And poor Reginald there drops dead. No, enough stiff upper lip to survive that. Come on, Reginald. Stiff upper lip. Sorry, sir. I think most of my internal organs have been perforated. Oh, come on, Reginald. Anyways, up north here, Recce chaps the scouts to this, and Raj Squad trying to the Grenadiers here. Machine moving up here for enemy, and we got a second info to come the fuel point there. In the south, Allied forces probing forwards here for UncleSlam. Machine gun team brought up. We got another section there for UncleSlam, and we do get a battle group. It is, unsurprisingly, Indian Artillery battle group. Raj Squad flanking in. I mean, armor does also see a fair amount of usage, but Indian Artillery is, I would say, overwhelmingly the most used British battle group. Kettenkreuz going in and actually laying down mines right outside the opponent's base. And that is a very bold move by enemy. 2 thumbs up. Of course, the Kettenkreuz relying on its very fast capture speed. Here we got strafing runs here, so at least BlueS has gone for luftwaffe. Raking the Vickers crew there with a series of shots there from above. Jeep pursuing the Kettenkreuz here. Enemy's Kettenkreuz could go down. Did he finish the mine? He did not. Kettenkreuz kaput. Scoring a victory there for freedom and democracy. Northern Hill that's been seized by American forces as well there. German forces have been forced to withdraw. South here though, BlueS is moving forward, catching it. UncleSlam's mortar crew in a bit of a tight spot here. Sappers as the Pioniere. Grenadiers reinforcing, needing healing though. And we got here Panzergrenadier company up here for BlueS Nothing yet for enemy. Fighting here so far pretty hectic and very rapid in a sense. Like there's just things always changing in terms of map control here. Mines exploding somewhere in the distance. Some poor fellow is now short a few feet. Over to enemy with 2 grenadiers, 2 machine guns, no pioneers, no Kettenkrad. Does have luftwaffe as well, but is yet to say call in any Fallschirmpionier. Maybe he's planning for Fallschirmjägers, but some Fallschirmpioniers would be a good idea. He's instead going for more grenadiers. Okay, I mean, part of me would certainly suggest some Fallschirmpionier here. Provides for more combat part than the Pioneer, still provides Pioneer roles, you know, have a few surprises up their sleeves. South here, the Jeep using the smoke here from UncleSlam's mortar here to push back the grenadiers and separate from the machine gun. Honestly, this is a bit of a tricky fight to keep track of just because there's something always happening somewhere, like things are just changing so fast. I mean, both Focus and UncleSlam here really aggressive and rapid players, and of course, neither BlueS or an enemy are like slouches either. Second machine to milk grenadiers here, catching here. Focus's forces in a bit of a focused fire situation in the south here, though, pushing ahead here. Further south, Bren's section out here for UncleSlam is pushed back with the MD-42. They may have the Bren gun, but the Germans got the MD-42 gun. Meanwhile, Grenadiers sneaking up behind here. Focus's front line. His men are already quite beaten up and won't be able to withstand this much longer, but they are doing a fairly good job. They're messing with the German fuel economy. Grenadiers being about here, trying to catch up with the others. So 3 Grenadiers, 2 MD-42s here for enemy. But can soon go for the Fallschirmjägers. Sadly, no Fallschirmpioniere. Kept moving forwards here, and there you go. He just needs to press that button. Shouldn't give us setting up there. No Fallschirmjägers either. Perhaps he's got other plans. We'll have to see, of course. Pioneers now here for enemy. Don't cancel them. And there we go. We do in fact get some Fallschirmjägers here from the Fallschirmbrigade Ramke, the only German Fallschirmjäger unit in North Africa. Pretty much any other Axis airborne units there would have been Italian paratroopers, either the Folgore or the Nembo paratrooper divisions. I think there was a 3rd Italian paratrooper division, which wasn't in time for North Africa, and I can't quite remember his name either. Strafing around here, utilising the Luftwaffe to actually disrupt the Allied defences, but the Panzers nonetheless get caught up with the Vickers before the Luftwaffe can arrive to turn the tide here. North here, Hill there is falling to German forces. As enemies making steady progress here in the south, though Allied forces are vigorously counterattacking here. And it's over to BlueS here with a Pack 40 on the way there. Guessing no Sturmgeschütze from him, tragically. Riflemen with Scouts pushing forward to the Fallschirmjägers with their FT-42, the Fallschirmjäger 42, strafing around here. Partially saves the day here, but the Fallschirmjägers, oh, there we go, MD-42 definitely proves to be the secret ingredient here for victory. Good grenade here. And here we go, Vickers going at it. Stewart charging right in, knocking out BlueS Kettenkrad. Machine guns being pushed back here. It's a rapid and very changing environment. Meanwhile, we got here Focus out with the M8 Scott, which was based off the Stewart light tank. That's a fun fact. Initially been a part of a armoured battalion's headquarters units to sort of provide artillery support for the tanks. But as the war went on and the 105 Sherman became a thing, they moved over towards reconnaissance units where they actually bunched together into larger squadrons to provide more direct artillery support for the frontline units. Fun fact. Meanwhile, we got here airdrops. I'm guessing that's an LG-40 here for enemy, or maybe more Fallschirmjägers. Yeah, it's an LG-40. The Leipziger Schutzvierzig. So he's rushing straight for the Panzer Company, and he's basically using Luftwaffe as a sort of ersatz Panzergrenadier company, using Fallschirmjäger instead of Panzergrenadiers, the LG-40 instead of the Pack 40. But he's basically using it so he doesn't have to, like, build it at all. Which is definitely a strategy you can utilize. Scott racing forwards here, charging right into enemies' positions, dispersing them with speed and alacrity. Meanwhile, we've got the M3 swimming up as well here. Rapidly advancing and, well, certainly forcing away the Germans quite well. We got 425 to 89. Germans have the victory point lead, but in other regards, the Allies are definitely speeding ahead here. Mines exploding, but not doing too much damage. Machining gewehr supporting a counter push here. Pack 40 firing off a great shot there, slamming right into the side of the Stewart light tank, giving the crew quite the scare. In the south here, Panzergrenadiers machine gun support fighting for the southern victory point. Gurkhas out here for Mr. UncleSlam, and no big surprise, they are of course quite excellent. Mortar fire smoke being deployed here. Got multiple mortars out for the Allies. Stuart, they're getting the survival package. Very good. More Panzer Grenadiers here for Blue Skitro. Thumbs up. And it's over to Focus, who's committing to more rifle. He's got the BA out, the Browning automatic rifle. We got here push on the cutoff. Oh, actually not push by the cutoff point. But meanwhile, Allies, those swing up northwards. Scott is supporting, but getting Panzerfaust here by the Fallschirmjägers. Yeah, there's just so much going on here. At times it's a bit difficult to keep track of. Grenadiers here with Fallschirm support, advancing up the hill again. Though without anti-tank support, the Scott here is going to be a significant headache and a half here for the Germans. We do have the LG-40 there, the Leichtes Geschütz 40. And yeah, the infantry is just getting ruined, so I think he's just going to have to withdraw here entirely. Then he's going to make an attempt forward. Oh no! Focus isn't paying attention. He's not paying attention. The LG-40 could take it out. No! Gets away. Close call there. Oh, yes, gets away. Like, you know, depends on your perspective. Depends on your perspective. Captain forced away by this machine gun gewehr. Fallschirmjägers advancing. Raven going ahead with their horde on them. Display de corps. LG-40 being forward. Scott further withdrawing here. Further south here, we got the Stuart racing through the German southern positions, which are quite frankly absolutely inadequate to defend against such a rule here. Do get the Pack 40 here, but not before the Steward puts an end to the machine gun crew here. Rifle making a dash for the fuel point here are met with the MD-42. Up north here, fighting continues at a steady pace as well. Strafing runs here, called in to try and hold up the Allied advance here as Blue Skit realizes his entire front line is in danger of collapsing. Machine gun there crewed actually merging with it here. I'm not entirely sure why he merged there. I guess it's because he wants to back in the fight as soon as possible, but he actually risked losing the Grenadiers to the Stuart then, which obviously would have, I think, not quite been worth it.
We've lost control of a sector.
Sandbags there. Mortars at the ready. We got Scott and Jeeps in need of repairs. We got more troops sitting up. We got Bren guns and the Gurkhas. Bomb grenades over the Bren section. Blasting them apart here. Gurkhas standing ready with their Lee Enfield rifles. And the Panzer is simply in such a poor state of health that they can't really win against that.
Sector lost. No contact.
Sending seas to the riflemen. We got 345 to 415. Germans continue to have the lead here over the Allies. Over to UncleSlam. Welcome to the jam. Anyways, Gurkhas pushing forwards here. Veterans who won already. Does he have training up? I just briefly wonder. Yes, he does. Thumbs up to that. Gurkhas advancing straight to machine gun here. They're going to probably try and grenade here, but I think it's going to be too late in there. Going before to going at it. Stu pushing back the Panzer Grenadiers. He's trying to. Bren section also doing it what it can, but it's just not enough. Meanwhile, Focus is swinging up behind enemy's front line here, bypassing any potential machine guns. Good flank here, but not happening, I think, at enough sufficient speed here to avoid the machine gun repositioning to, you know, shut it down. Though, of course, this could be part of a larger assault here, meaning the machine gun needs to hold it down, except, yeah, no. Meanwhile, Jeep going for the card point. We got a Panther here for enemy. And we also got Blue Skit with the Panzer Company here. They're both basically rushing for Panzer IVs. Heading up behind here, cutting off the German heights here in terms of resources. Frappsport versus the Fallschirmjägers. But the Fallschirmjägers and the FT-42s proved to be superior. It's a really sort of back and forth here, so there's engagement all across the place here. Panther IV diving in here, catching the Jeep, forcing it away there. Jeep realizing it has been outgunned, but it's too late. Step on it, Bob! I'm stepping on it! I'm stepping on it! Panther IV was the right and mortar going at it. Pioneer in the center, and the wrong side of the sandbags. In the south, Gurkhas moving up here. Panzer Grenadiers with the Gurkhas. Not going to go well there. And a strafing run here on the Vickers. Luftwaffe is ceaseless in his action. North here. We got the Scott. They're trying to push forwards against German position. Fallschirmjägers are definitely being utterly overwhelmed here by American and British artillery there. In the south here, Blue Skit counter-attacking. And he's still waiting for his Panther IV, I imagine. He could, of course, also add some stars to him meanwhile. But there you go. Enemies Panther falling forwards. I think he's got Yeah, no, he doesn't actually have the officer's quarters. Partner was expecting that, actually. But there you go. Focus there, loosen the route squad here, and it's O to enemy here. With a mix of grenadiers, Fallschirmjägers, Panther 4, and some LD-40 action. Another strafing run. Another strafing run, yeah. We got more airborne units being dropped in. Another Fallschirmjäger squad here. Fallschirmbrigade Ramke Prime Most. What they got grenades off here. Almost got the Gurkhas. But they do survive there. Sheer grit and tenacity allows them to overcome that shield hunt grenade. Panther 4 here, though, being slightly forced back here. As the Allies swing in with a counterattack here, we got a series of anti-tank being brought up the main road here. And we got Crusaders now here for UncleSlam. Fallschirmjägers advancing right from there, being pelted and perforated. In the south, the British army there spearheading a rapid advance here through Blue Skid Row's southern lines, who are definitely not ready for that, lacking any significant anti-tank assets or armored assets, and certainly no mines either for Blue Skid Row. It's like, make any sort of, rapid British advance there a bit less easy. And we got a heavy mortar fairly late here out for UncleSlam. Meanwhile, on the center, Panther vs. the Scouts. 399 versus 302. Mines are plenty, meaning, of course, we have anti-tank mines researched here by Focus. 2 thumbs up. Quite good. And definitely, I think more and more players just realizing they are good. So they're sort of becoming more and more meta, I think. So very good here, at least, that Blue Skid Row has mines for us about. You don't want to, drive your factory fresh Panther 4 right into, a heavy anti-tank mine. That's a great way to upset the mechanics. Meanwhile, enemy force route squad here. Germans are stabilizing a bit more in terms of map control. Of course, they continue to lead in terms of victory points. And we got there the heavy mortar here. The 4.2 inch. Panther 4's driving ahead here. Fallschirmjägers being subjected to immense bombardment there from Allied mortars. Crusader, they upgrade to the Crusader 3. And we got several Bren sections here guarding the road. Gurkhas running for force, but they're taking heavy fire from cell sources. And the UncleSlam, of course, makes an sensible decision he can and withdraws them before they get pulverized. Mine destroyed. Oh, to Blue Skid Row here. 2 Panzer Grenadiers, 2 Grenadiers, 2 packs, 2 machine guns, 1 Panther 4. We'll of course have to see what Blue Skid Row goes for next. Pushing up with the Panther 4 and the Panzer McKinnon. Crusader heroically dives in, only I think to realize he needs to very heroically get out of there. And there you go, a direct dive for the center by enemy, cost him the Panther 4. Not entirely sure what happened there, but that clearly did not work out for him. He does clear out an anti-tank and crew with the strafe, but that's still not worth the Panther 4 even remotely. I mean, you can destroy the anti-tank, it would certainly help alleviate it, but yeah, it's quickly recruited here by the nearby truck. Alright, chaps, out of the truck, onto the anti-tank gun. I said out of the truck. Don't make me pull out the revolver. Okay, sir, we'll get on it. Grab northern points here. LD-40 continues to hide out here behind some boxes. They'll never see us coming, Friedrich. I think they have seen us. I just don't think they care. Third Panzer squad added for Blue Skid Row. No Starstruppen, no Fallschirmjägers, just Panzer Grenadiers. I mean, I appreciate that commitment. Apart from me, does fit, maybe something a bit heavier than those would also work out fairly well. But that's just me. Crusader swinging southwards here. Strain here to the MD-42 in the center. Up north here, Panther 4 pulling head backed up by Fallschirmjäger and Grenadiere right from there. Met with the first storm of let their pushback. Pioneers bite the dust. Still no Fallschirmpioniere. South side, British forces there threatening. In fact, those Grenadiers are about to get wiped out. They Blue Skid Row does not withdraw immediately, and even then, it could honestly be too late now. Just one lucky shot there, and those Grenadiers, are gone, deleted. Meanwhile, what is this? We got a Shermanese out here. Brad Pitt has been called in here for his North African prequel. Fury with sand.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
Email fights me under heavy fire. We got a lot of fire, in fact, all over the place here. Back to focus.
We must pull this back. We're down to 300 points.
BlueS Gateway there launching a smaller counterattack here to regain the southern victory point from the ruins. Crusader holding up here. In the center, easy hit rolling forwards here. Attacking right into the Fallschirmjägers who are unable to withstand the sheer armored might of Brad Pitt.
3 points under their control. Act now.
Rapid force off the carve point.
Enemy won't
South, the
let
machine gun
up.
panzer gun is advancing.
Points.
Crusader steadily moving forwards.
We have vehicles ready to be dispatched to the front.
We got the EC8 moving forwards up north here. Panther 4 counterattacking. 235 versus 387. The Allies continue to fall behind the Germans in terms of victory points. Definitely could get a bit dangerous there. Enemy sending his Panther 4 on his own there. Right into the waiting gun of the EC8. Understandably, not going well for the Panther 4 there. All being repaired here. British forces lining up for another push here. We got Gurkhas, we got the Crusader, Sappers, and a 6-pounder gun here. A good push here from Anthrax. Could definitely leave BlueS Gateway a bit discombobulated. Sander here, straight to the Grenadiers and the EC8. Panther 4 at the ready. Up north here, Fallschirmjäger standing up as well. Panther 4 gefechtsbereit. Opening up on those cheeky Gurkhas. Crusader hanging back here, waiting for the right time to push, maybe. Actually, a brief bit of quiet, but I feel like the quiet is about to be broken once more. As Focus orders men forward to claim the victory point on the hill. And of course, we got Fallschirmjägers standing at the ready to thwart this advance. So there you go, lots of support on them. We got air support here from the Luftwaffe. Stielhandgranate, chucked at it. And the Rappen almost fully dodged there. In the center, and the push force well here by enemy. His Fallschirmjäger sparing the effort. Needs to get merged here with the Grenadiers. Or just, yeah, withdraw really, because that EC8 and all these mortars are going to make very short work of them. In the south, BlueS Gateway with the second Panther 4 gets ready to push forwards. Driving up here, is going to try and hit this northern field point here. LG40 and Panther 4 might be able to at least part this slow this time. We got mines being rapidly done here by Focus. Thumbs up. And there you go, EC8 straight to the LG40 and the Panther 4. Panzer's moving from the other side here. Quick assistance here from BlueS Gateway. Over to UncleSlam. And we got a 17-pounder coming up to the battlefield as well here. LG40 pushed off. Rob squad, though, definitely in the danger zone here of getting taken out. No, does he get the wipe? No! Very good luck here for Focus. Less so for enemy Panther 4 up here, but there you go. 6 M1 opening up here. And we still got the 17-pounder gun being set up here, which could definitely be one of those Panther 4s burning. Wow, actually managed to score a hit on both of them. That's a bit rare, to be honest. Another Panther 4 ready here for enemy. Yeah, that's going to be a lot of tanks in need of a lot of repairs, and only one Pioneer squad to do so. Crusaders on the move here for UncleSlam once more. And got artillery calling the Panther 4s here. Not because the airburst shell's probably going to do a lot of damage to the Panther 4s directly, but, you know, anyone trying to repair it will probably want to relocate unless it will be, you know, part of the Panther 4's next coat of paint. Meanwhile, MD-42 they're taking out. British and American mortar is unrelenting here. Up north here, Fallschirmjägers launching assault here. Riflemen are fighting back heroically in the name of the 3rd Infantry. And we got artillery called in here by the captain to further dissuade the Fallschirmjägers from continuing their assault. Crusaders there patrolling. Fair bit of resource being flooded here by UncleSlam. Germans, though, I think, need to get a bit more aggressive, but they also need to get a bit more creative with their attacks. That's it, they have 4 Panther 4s. They're both Luftwaffe. So, like, there's certainly potential, I think, for a proper blitzkrieg assault there. using a mix of the tanks, the assault infantry, and of course the air support abilities from luftwaffe. It could perhaps sliced away through the Allied lines, but for now the Germans stand fall behind the victory points, grenades and the machine gun. Now the machine gun meanwhile on the way here for UncleSlam. And we got training here for him. Wonderful. Thumbs up to UncleSlam. Meanwhile, over to enemy.
They still have 250 points left. We must persevere.
Fighting for the north continues here. Changing hands many times. Machine gun there, nabbed, but the Americans attempted nabbed. You see them forwards there, go, anti-tank flanking. Another great shot there. Almost got the machine, but not enough. In fact, there's a good chance now the Panther 4 goes down here. We even got H-Rep rounds here from Focus's EC8 here. He really wants that Panther 4 gone. Grenadiers wiped out. Losses continue to be fairly fierce here. '17 Panagon just sort of sitting about here. British forces covering the road here, and we've got the fuel point outside of the German base being seized now. 21st Panzer Division very much on the defensive at the moment. He desperately trying to, I think, regain initiative, but the British and the Americans are so far putting up a pretty good effort at stopping that. That said, this looks to be an attempt to break this situation by basically combining all the Panther 4s into a larger strike force. I mean, good Panther 4 push here with infantry support, and again, some air support might be able to turn the tide here. Might just be able to do so, but there you go. Focus is not waiting for the Germans to attack. He's going to keep up the assaults here and will once more launch himself at the hill. In the center, Needwaffe fire out here from BlueS. Trying to soften up the Allied defenses here. Up north here, the Fallschirmjägers and machine support are being attacked, and the riflemen are just taking massive losses. Grenadiers quickly merging with the Fallschirmjägers. Congratulations, you're all Fallschirmjägers. Did we get a parachute? Ha! 9. You don't need it. We got a third Panther 4 here for enemy. That's then a total of 5 Panther 4s. Then for the Germans, that is a full Panzer platoon. Even for the Allies, we got the Sherman EC8, and I think the Crusader actually got knocked out. Looks like BlueS getting ready for a push for the center. Enemy's Panther 4's also getting a move on, I think. We got armored sights got some way there, thumbs up. Panther 4 halted there, EC8. Oh, 17 Panagon knocking one out. North, the EC8 moving forwards. German lines up north in dangerous situation. The Panther 4's going to flank around here. 17 Panagon being positioned to meet this assault. Needwaffe fire going in. Right into the anti-tank gun here. 17 Panagon being moved forwards. Ooh, bit risky to be honest. And there we go. We got the loiters called in. We got the loiters. Other Panther 4 moving in. Grenadiers trying to support here. Truck, some are dodging it all. 17 pound. Oh, truck got knocked out here, and they both called in the loiters. It's a massive air assault here. Enemy moving in his tanks again as well now. Well, the one he's got left. 17 pounder gun crew is gone. Panther 4 kaput. Got the Panther 4 moving forwards here. And we got a 6 pounder gun here, but the infantry support is nowhere to be seen. We got 2 needle levels out there for BlueS, by the way. Panther 4 going for the 6 pounder gun here, clearing out crews. Panther 4's assisting. Really big push here. EC8 going for the LD-40 grenadiers to support with the Panther fast. Fighting for the hill continues as the road is just the scene of a massive spectacle here. A circus of steel and fire and aircraft. British forces, American forces are getting pulverized under this combined arms sweeping assault here. Brad Pitt, does what he can and flanks the German assault here. Meanwhile, the Panther 4s keep diving closer and closer. We got a second EC8 out here. 17 pounder gun could be recruited by the Germans. That would actually, I think, be possibly a massive blow to the Allies. Panther 4 kaput. EC8 here trying to desperately escape, but it's caught by back 40s and a Panther 4. Until he called in the pack 40s, and Brad Pitt's tank is out, but he's heroically saved, caused by stunt doubles who do themselves go down with the tank, but Brad Pitt is saved and brought over to the other tank. Fixing up the EC8 here. So the Germans with a sweeping assault, though, not smoothly executed, but still sweeping, managed to force their way, crush the Allied strongpoint in the center. They might even, you know, be able to see 17-pounder gun turn against the Allies that you could destroy, of course. I mean, that works too, honestly. Destroying the heavy mortars, throwing the 17-pounder gun. Machine gun could be seized or destroyed. We'll have to see what they do here. Just destroying all the guns. Meanwhile, Allied counterattack here. Oh snap, I completely forgot the time. Focus there, with infantry and his Brad Pitt tank. Gurkhas, Brand sections moving forwards. Howitzers out here for the British supporting the assault here. Luftwaffe being launched into the Allied assault here, creating a massive wall of fire here. But we got British fire on the German positions on the east end of the road here. Panther Force being stunned up here. Pioneers getting slammed up north here. Allied forces have seized the hill. Fallschirmjägers forced away there. No matter the amount of crosses they got, they can't hold that for sure. Panther moving forwards. M1 anti-tank at the ready. We need to quickly stop that or get out of there. And we got the armor piercing rounds being unlocked here. Thumbs up to that. And we got here another 17-pounder gun out for Anthrax. Another one. Meanwhile, more Panzer Force are arriving here from the 21st Panzer Division's armored reserves for this fight here up north. Riflemen laying down heavy mines. Thumbs up there. We got 108 on the 67. As the fighting continues to be quite explosive, to put it gently. Nebula's being hauled to the front line again. And what is this? We actually got a half track on the way here for Focus.
They've taken our victory point.
More mines right next to the tank. Hey, could luck maybe do that elsewhere? Yeah. More Luftwaffe fire here. None of the rockets this round seem to be hitting anything. Obviously, I imagine they're creating some kind of psychological effect, but, yeah, they're not really doing any harm. Panzers with the Gurkhas as they quickly flank around here. German heavy infantry being forced back. Brand section, we got mortar still firing away here. We got 108 versus 140. Germans there again with 4 Panther Force. Might line up for another assault. More armored side skirts up there. Thumbs up to that. Grenade assault here from the Gurkhas, unleashing a satchel full of Mills bombs here. And we got the Brand section with the machine here, but the machine gun has been exposed. Up north, fresh assault with Fallschirmjägers, including with a Bren gun there. Honestly, in the actual would have been worse than the FG-42 by a fair mark. But anyways, easy moving up here. Fallschirmjägers, cut Panther fasted here. But they're going to need anti-tank support. Looks like the Germans going for another assault. Panzer spearheading the assault here, probably trying to get close to the niche anti-tank gun here, and the 17-pounder gun specifically, which should open up the way for the Panthers up north here. Got enemies Panther Force striking here at Focus. Over volley to UncleSlam. 17-pounder gun being swarmed with the Panzer Grenadiers. Packs moving up here. Panther Force from BlueS moving up as well here. Got the 17-pounder gun. We got Luftwaffe. We got Loiters after there. Desperately trying to escape here. The Luftwaffe. There's bullets go through the roof and the engine block here. Another earth-sundering assault here by the Germans. BlueS there with air support and just armored support. Wrecking another 17-pounder gun here. Stinging blow there to UncleSlam. Up north, your Fallschirmjägers in the advance, but there's still Brad Pitt and EC8 there. And we got more Crusaders out for UncleSlam. Here's the EC8 drives in. But another dashing blitzkrieg push here through the center. Pack 40 in trouble here. Gurkhas are being pulverized in this German armored Schwerpunkt. And the Gurkhas, they are being absolutely just deleted here. Rifleman, and there you go, the Gurkhas went down. LG-40 there under American commander, firing into the Panther Force. We got 108 to 63 Germans running out victory points. And we got a Matilda now out here for UncleSlam. A bit late to the party, but better late than never. And in the south here, BlueS is trying to unravel the Allied front line here as swiftly as possible. He's using his Panther Force here. Quite well for this particular task.
We're losing a victory point.
108 versus 55. Germans still behind the victory points here. Gurkhas trying to hide from the German Panzerwaffe. Fine, there is no hiding. In the center, the duel continues here. We got a near AZC-8 here with anti-tank support, LG-40 support here versus the Panther 4s. And our Panther 4 does go down. Stinging blow to the Germans in south here. Matildas with Crusader support going after the Panther 4s here. And the Panther 4 is down. We got 108 versus 52. Continued pursuit here. Panther 4 takes another hit. Crusader, Matilda continues to plow the way through the sands. In the center there, Panther 4 rolling in, assisting Blue Skid Row's beleaguered center. North has seemingly for now fallen entirely. Are there any Fallschirmjägers left? There's still the gunners with the BAR. In the south here, the continued assault on the Panther 4 here is just not stopping. Panther 4 striking off a few hits. Panther 4 flanking in. But the Panther 4's down. The Panther 4 is kaput. We got heavy fire there going off. We got 98 versus 52. The Germans are feverishly doing everything they can to hold on here, but it's just not going well. Strafing runs being unleashed again. Luftwaffe is definitely not giving up here. Oh, it's actually over to enemy. Again, really hectic fighting, and I just lose track of it. 2 Panther 4s for enemy. Again, he does have 2 Fallschirmjägers, but that's increasingly also all the infantry he does have left. Blue Skate Roast Needle Level Battery once more at work here. 43 versus 98. Fallschirmjägers Raft got up again, suppressed here by a well-positioned MD-42 that under Focus's command. More Needle Level Fire in the south here. Allied armor on the move. Hack 40s there being cleared out. Bad news there for the Germans. 29 versus 98. Trying to accrue here. Instead it just ends up with more Panzer Grenadiers paying the ultimate price. Fighting for the center continues here. 19 versus 98. 17. 15. Damaged engines here. 13. Strafing runs, loiters. More units being airdropped. We got 9, 7, 5. And there you go. What, GG there? Oh, now it is GG. Game over. Pretty brutal fight there. A lot of back and forth here. Really hectic and at times chaotic action as the both sides just kept fighting across the entirety of the map here. Big sweeping armored assaults there. But part of me does think they should have tried to accrue some of these guns rather than just destroying them. Like, say, had the Germans secured themselves 17-pounder gun, I think that made things a bit tougher for the Allies. But then again, there's also just maybe the thought like they, could have maybe done with some more stuff earlier on. Like maybe, diversified things a bit more than just Panther 4s. Some thoughts there to chew on, but all the way, great match here. So hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, like, share, comment, tell a friend, tell a family. And as always, consider supporting the Propagandacast by donating our Patreon. Links are in the video description. This is Imperial Links, and cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another episode. Bye, everyone.